Hey everyone, it's me, TCM86, and I can't say my name right at all because I'm fucking pissed. Okay, this video is going to be long. Just a warning here. This video is going to be long, that's going to be a review. I keep on saying over and over in my previous vids that I'm going to make a review. I'm going to try my best to make a review of something. Anime, manga, whatever. Yaoi, who cares? You know what? I'm just giving up. Screw editing. Screw doing shit like that. You know what? I'm just going to flat out do a review. So let's see, what do I want to make a review about? At the moment, I'm rereading the manga Finder. Let's review about that. I've read it at least 5 times. Three times. Yeah. It's a yaoi. Who cares? Yaoi, yuri, straight, whatever, who cares? All I care about is the fucking story. Okay, what's the story about? The story is about this guy named Takaba whatever. And this mob gangster dude that I don't know. His name is Azumi, which automatically made me think of the movie Azumi. The movie is actually quite well done. I want to see Azumi too. Really badly. I'm sorry if I'm saying this really fast also because like I said, I'm pissed. When I'm pissed, I actually talk a lot. Okay. But yeah, I'm pissed off at myself, not at you. You all are beautiful. But, you know what? The Yaoi Finder. I'm finally doing a review on something at least. Ugh! Okay. It's about this young photographer. Okay, it's called Finder or Viewfinder. They did make an anime sort of about it. It's only like 30 episodes of it, which sucks. They totally needed to make more. Okay. But, it's actually a pretty good story. Everything else is but the story is actually quite well done. Even though most of the other stuff makes the story. Okay, so, what was that? Mob Azumi. This mob gangster guy named Azumi. I can't talk. It's a guy. And, like one of those big buff guys. Yeah. But, he's kind of like one of those SMN people. He's a sadist. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you ask me, he's a sadist. And he actually has some sadist shit in previous chapters. Not previous, future. Future chapters. Like, volume 5 or 4. But yeah. He sort of feels, what's the word, intrigued and challenged by Baga. Fuck. What's his name again? Shit! I need to put the link in another tab in order to find out the guy's name. What's his name? Yeah, Tagaba. Okay, his name's Tagaba. Taga, whatever. Yeah, Tagaba. Yeah, he feels challenged by him. So, does some stupid stuff and, somehow catches him. The very first, like, chapter is this. And, guess what he does? I just guess. Uh, bad. But yeah, after that, some things happen, they do it more, they don't do it more, he gets pissed, he's pissed off that he technically lost his virginity anally to a mobster. And then you realize that something has gone missing, some sort of evidence of another mob gangster place, but this one's in China. Apparently in this manga world, Chinese and Japanese hate each other. Even though I'm pretty sure that's in real life too. Like they call each other, you're Japanese, you're awful, you're Chinese, you're awful. I love them both equally. But but yeah, there's another mob gangster guy who realizes that Tagaba has this evidence and he thinks that he gave it to Azumi. He thinks he has it, and he's going to give it to Azumi. He tries to give it to Azumi, but doesn't. And then he like discards it, then copies it, and then does send it. I don't know, but they catch him, and then the Chinese mob guy does the exact same thing practically to Tagaba, interrogating him and losing his virginity a second time. It's a different guy, so eh. So yeah. Uh, what is this world? So yeah. He realizes that Tagawa doesn't have it, or Tagawa is just lying, or whoever. They put Tagawa in a cage. That's all I know. And that's like the first volume, first or second volume, and volume. I need a volume right now. I just realized that connection. Oh. Okay. What was that? Shit. Uh. Chinese mobster guy in cage. Yeah. Tagaba's in cage, and then Azumi automatically pops up. And then they do it again that very night because he's like, he stole something of mine and blah blah blah. So then we later find out that the Chinese mob guy, I don't know his name, and Azumi actually know each other. And then you find out in later places that they actually kind of sort of had a relationship, and the Chinese guy liked Azumi because Azumi killed his father. I don't know. It's a little bit confusing. Yeah. Like, Azumi was, like, the head of whatever already, and then, like, these two Chinese brothers are fighting over who becomes the head of their Chinese mob father, because their father's still alive. So, yeah. Yeah. Tagaba is just, like, in the middle of this, and he has no idea what to do, and he's just drawn, it's just, like, put into two. Until, like, later in some of the other chapters, later, he actually gets kidnapped, branded, and went to China, and then is dropped off in China. So yeah, this, like, the brand is like a snake thing or whatever, and like, he tries to escape, but once the people see his the brand on his what's it called? I don't know what this is called, wrist, and they're like, ah, go away, I'll do anything, or something, or or something like that. They're like either scared of him, or they're like, I'll do anything for you, like that. Or bless my house. Yeah, that. And yeah, so he's like all pissed and worried, and he wants to go home. And he sort of kind of has this little relationship with the Chinese guy, and while Azumi is like off trying to find him and do this stuff and build a battle. And yeah, they do that. And so yeah, over time though, they finally decide to, like, Azumi is going to trade the evidence. I don't think it's the same evidence, I think it's like different evidence, but I don't really know. I don't really remember that much. Ish. It's a little evidence. Little evidence. It's for Tagawa. And then they sort of do and don't trade it. Like, they do trade it at the end. But there's like this huge thing to where, like, these other mobsters, like the mobsters that belong to the Chinese brother, the Chinese guy's brother, try and take Tagawa and the evidence. So it's kind of confusing. Why do they need Tagawa anyway? As like maybe a hostage, but that's not all I can think of. I mean, you can definitely see this little tiny flicker of feelings that Azumi has to talk about. However, once in later chapters, that all like goes bye-bye. Especially that one time in the hot spring, like later in the chapters, there's a hot spring in Japan, and Azumi is there, and Tagawa works there. And then all of a sudden, the Chinese mobster guy is there, and then they do this weird kind of threesome thing. Yeah, they do that. So yeah, like, all in all, like, the feelings are weird. I mean, they're obviously there. I mean, why would he risk evidence to save a dude that he hardly knows? And he only wanted to play with and have fun with. There's obviously something there. And this is already 9 minutes long. So, 10 minutes, why not? I finally did a review! I'm happy, you're happy, hopefully, and this is my first review. My very first review! A Yaoi. Awesome, isn't it? Yeah. I just got really pissed off. I actually recommend this Yaoi. The story is actually pretty well done. I didn't quite do that good of a review, if you ask me. But, yeah, the story is actually well done. The characters, the drawing of the animation, not the animation, the drawing in the manga is actually quite well done. And you don't really see anything. I mean, in some parts you don't see anything, but in other parts you may see a tip here and there, and actually a lot of violence is in this too. But I do recommend it. I mean, it is a good read for maybe some yaoi fans, and whatever. Like, just do what I do and like skip the naughty parts. I said naughty. Why? I'm a child. I can't read this shit. But yeah, I recommend it. Check it out. All in all, since I've read this thing since like 5 times, I've read it 3 times. You see, stop it. Stop over exaggerating. 3 times. It's actually quite well done. I mean, I would have to give it maybe a 4 out of 5. Or 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 or 4 out of 5. Really well book. So, yeah, go check it out. Actually buy it, or actually go look up a manga reading place online. Have a nice day.